Saints 365 is a passion project to glorify God and honor His saints. This project is based upon the book, The Lives of the Saints by Father Alban Butler.
July 20th. Saint Margaret, Virgin and Martyr. According to the ancient martyrologies, Saint Margaret suffered at Antioch in Pisidia in the last general persecution. She is said to have been instructed in the faith by a Christian nurse, and to have been persecuted by her own father, a pagan priest, and after many torments, to have gloriously finished her martyrdom by the sword. From the East, her veneration was exceedingly propagated in England, France, and Germany in the 11th century during the Holy Wars. Her body is now kept at Montefiascone in Tuscany. Also celebrated on July 20th, Saint Jerome Emiliani. Saint Jerome was a member of one of the patrician families of Venice, and like many other saints, in early life a soldier. He was appointed governor of a fortress among the mountains of Treviso, and whilst bravely defending his post, was made prisoner by the enemy. In the misery of his dungeon, he invoked the great Mother of God, and promised, if she would set him free, to lead a new and better life. Our Lady appeared, broke his fetters, and led him forth through the midst of his enemies. At Treviso, he hung up his chains at her altar, dedicated himself to her service, and on reaching his home in Venice, devoted himself to a life of active charity. His special love was for the deserted orphan children, whom in times of the plague and famine he found wandering in the streets. He took them home, clothed and fed them, and taught them the Christian truths. From Venice he passed to Padua and Verona, and in a few years had founded orphanages throughout northern Italy. Some pious clerics and laymen, who had been his fellow workers, fixed their abode in one of these establishments, and devoted themselves to the cause of education. The saint drew up for them a rule of life, and thus was founded the congregation, which still exists, of the Clerks Regular of Somasca. Saint Jerome died February 8, 1537, of an illness which he had caught while visiting the sick. Reflection. Let us learn from Saint Jerome to exert ourselves on behalf of the many hundred children whose souls are perished around us, for want of someone to show them the way to heaven. Saint Margaret and Saint Jerome Emiliani, pray for us.
Saints 365 is narrated by Rob Roller, edited by Josh Bach, and produced by Our Local Parish Productions. Funding for this project is made possible by Catholic businesses. Please go to the business directory at ourlocalparish.com to support these generous businesses. Thank you for listening. God bless.